Hello and welcome to our MSC Preziosa vlog series. In this episode, we explore some of Rotterdam's most iconic destinations. Things start to heat up in the main dining room. And is this the best night of entertainment so far?
Here we are in Rotterdam. Already this morning it's been exciting. We've been to the buffet first of all for breakfast. Usual breakfast that we've talked about in our previous vlogs. So if you want to see what breakfast is like, have a look at those, because we didn't do anything different today really meal wise.
We just wanted a nice quick breakfast and get off the ship and start exploring Rotterdam.
Yeah.
However, what we did see was quite interesting. At the back of Preziosa there's those large windows. The whole aft of the buffet area have got windows.
Yeah.
And what we did see was them cleaning them from the outside, which was actually quite fascinating.
Yeah, we had quite a surprise when this man just came across screen spraying the windows, wasn't he? So quite interesting. And then he got stuck.
Yeah, he got stuck for a little while.
But once he'd freed his hose, he was off again.
After breakfast then we made our way back to our cabin to pick up our bits and get ready for
heading into Rotterdam city centre.
So we did have a quick peek outside just to sort of try and judge the weather, because it is November and it was a bit nippy up on deck.
It was quite cold. Sun was out,
yes.
But it was quite cold.
Beautiful day in Rotterdam. So we did really wrap up warm. So we got our coats and all our bits and bobs, and then we made our way down to deck 6 where we disembarked into Rotterdam terminal, which was all pretty straightforward. No fuss, no bother.
No, very quick. And then we crossed over the bridge and into the city centre, which just took a couple of minutes really. So if you're in Rotterdam, there is no need for an excursion. It's easy enough to walk to the city centre, or if you aren't able to walk, you can catch the tram as well into the city centre.
So the bridge gave us some absolutely spectacular views of Preziosa, although
Yes.
it was slightly windy, but it
On the
was
bridge, yeah.
on the bridge was slightly windy. Yeah, you just proceeded to cross the bridge and you're pretty much in Rotterdam.
So we had a little walk along the river there,
Because you wanted to go and see.
the cube houses.
So to get to the cube houses from the end of the bridge, you basically have to walk along the waterfront.
Yeah, which was great. We saw the cruise boat, which was the closest we've ever been to one. Looked fantastic.
The other thing that we did notice was the amount of river taxis in Rotterdam. There are obviously a lot of rivers in Rotterdam itself, so they've actually got like river taxi system, which is very similar to Uber. So you download the app, you basically stand at these drop off and pick up points that are dotted all over Rotterdam, and lo and behold, a little water taxi will turn up to ferry you across to wherever you want to go.
Yeah.
Really
I
interesting.
think a short water taxi was about €3.50 and about €5 for a longer journey. So not too expensive if you did want to zip across the river. Just as we passed the riverboat, we found some benches along the side of the river, and these benches were positioned so you could exercise while sitting down.
Yeah, really interesting. So obviously myself and Tom had to give it a go.
Yeah, so we were pedalling away, weren't we, on the
So we've
on
done
one
our
of the benches.
exercise. We may not have visited the onboard gym,
No.
but we've definitely did a little bit of exercise this week, and trust me, it's needed.
That we've walked.
Well, we have walked a lot.
That was quite fun. Quite
Yeah.
a fun little thing to see and do. As we turned in away from the river and came across the cube houses that we'd been looking for. So these cube houses are real houses. You can live in them. You are able to go inside and visit the houses as well, one of them. Although we didn't do that, as we just wanted to continue walking. But they are quite spectacular to see, aren't they?
Very unique and different, and it's quite a popular tourist destination. There were lots and lots of people there taking photos. The area in which it's situated is absolutely stunning though.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's like a little harbour port type of mini area with boats docked. Absolutely beautiful. So after the cubed houses, across the road then is the Market Hall.
And this is another iconic building in Rotterdam. It's huge, absolutely huge. It is both a market hall and apartments. It's situated a bit like a tunnel shape, like an oval shape, where there's apartments all the way around. Through the centre of it is the marketplace.
Within the marketplace, you will find a vast variety of just about everything. They've got supermarkets in there, they've got restaurants, and they've got a lot of pop-up type stalls or permanent stalls selling all different types of food, chocolates, sweets. It was just absolutely incredible.
Yeah, you name it, it's in there. So if you are a foodie and you like to try different types of food, we would definitely recommend going in there. I mean, you tried some cheese, didn't we? We tried some peanut butter,
some coconut macaroons, red velvet coconut macarons or macarons.
Yeah.
They were beautiful.
So lots of different things to try there.
The market hall or marketplace is situated pretty much just on the outskirts of the main shopping area.
Yeah.
So then we proceeded just to have a walk through the town centre as we made our way up to
the town hall. Now let's talk about the shopping centre first though, because in that shopping centre there is every shop you can think of.
Times by 3. There seemed to just be 3 of everything everywhere.
Yeah, a lot of Holland and Barrett.
A lot of Holland and Barrett.
Perhaps they're big on the vitamins.
Must be.
Yeah, there's high-end stores and Primark.
If you are interested in shopping, you will find just about anything and everything. Really extensive shopping area.
So we walked all the way through past
all the Christmas decorations. Already.
So it is only the 3rd of November. 2nd of November, but they are decked out for Christmas here in Rotterdam. Other than that, there is lots and lots and lots of places to visit, isn't there? So we then headed to the town hall.
Again, absolutely spectacular building, huge.
Beautiful building. From there we walked up to Rotterdam Central. Here is where you can get the train or the tram into Amsterdam if you wanted to explore Amsterdam, which is very doable from Rotterdam.
Yeah.
And it can be done by yourself. You do not need an excursion to do that. However, we'd both been to Amsterdam before, so we carried on in Rotterdam. From there, we then walked through an area where there was a cinema and a theatre.
And a big outside area they use for some types of events.
Outdoor events by the look of it, wasn't it?
Really, really interesting. Huge, vast area that was very, very popular. By now, we were a little bit hungry.
Yeah, we were hungry.
So we were on the lookout for some chips, fries. And the
but
reason,
not just any chips or
that's
fries.
what I mean.
Yeah.
The reason for that is
we think they translate to patat.
And they have a special type of mayonnaise called fritas.
Frit sauce.
Frit sauce. Really strange.
So maybe they're just called frits.
Possibly. But everybody was eating them. And you'd seen that they are like #1 in terms of popularity in fast food in the Netherlands. So we were like, right, we've got to try some of those.
Yeah, and there was a huge queue, wasn't there?
Huge.
But the queue went down really quickly. And they were very tasty, weren't they?
They were beautiful. We opted for a medium cone, and we had this Netherlands traditional sauce that isn't mayonnaise, but is similar to mayonnaise. It's a little bit sweeter. I really liked it. The chips were absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, they're beautiful chips.
So we sat there in the square and we were just
happily eating them.
After our little pit stop and refueling, we then proceeded to make our way back towards the waterfront.
Yes, and we came across another iconic building that was all mirrored the whole way around.
Yeah, so it's like a mirrored sphere. It's an art museum, but it looks from the outside, it's just absolutely spectacular. Literally, it just reflected everything
the whole
that was
of
around.
The skyline is, you could see it clearly in this building, and this building's bowl shape, so it's like that shape.
Quite expensive to get in though, €20 each, and you need to pre-book. We hadn't
to pre-book.
So we just admired this amazing building from the outside.
We then headed from there, walked through a lovely park that had a small little river running through it, which was beautiful, wasn't it?
Very.
And then we reached
the opposite side of where Preziosa was docked.
Yeah, so back to the waterfront again, and we could see Preziosa.
Because that's the thing with this trip, it's been quite difficult to get photos of Preziosa because we're docked in industrial ports where you need to sort of be picked up and moved. Rotterdam, we were quite fortunate that we could just get off and take some photos, really.
But everywhere else it's been pretty impossible, or it's been night time, it's been quite difficult.
After walking along the opposite side of Preziosa, we then walked back over the bridge to board the ship. All in all, we had a fantastic time in Rotterdam. It's such a beautiful, beautiful place. It's all flat, easy to sort of navigate, so if you've got any walking difficulties, the only sort of slight incline is the bridge.
If you have a problem, as we said, you can use the tram, so there's no difficulties getting about at all.
No. After walking around Rotterdam, both myself and Tom were fairly hungry, so we thought we'd nip up to the Maya buffet just to see what little snacks we could have.
We tried the burger, we had a few more fries, not that we had enough earlier on in the day, and a couple of onion rings. Fries and onion rings, fine, just standard really. But the burger, you tried the burger and...
No, it wasn't very nice at all.
No.
In the main dining room, you can get an MSC burger, and they are lovely. Yeah, proper thick quarter-pounder beef burgers. These burgers up in the main buffet were paper thin, and I took one bite, looked at it and thought, no, I can't eat that.
No, you weren't pretty impressed with it at all. And they did feel like they'd been sat there quite a long time, didn't they?
However, the burgers, I was really, really disappointed with those.
Yeah.
And to the point where I couldn't eat it.
Yeah.
After having a quick little pit stop, we thought we'd go down to Il Cappuccino on deck 7 and have a couple of glasses of wine and just relax and unwind after a very, very busy day.
Yeah, Il Cappuccino is a fantastic place to sit. So we sat there for about half an hour and it gives you a bird's eye view over the atrium, and it was just somewhere to relax, wasn't it? So we enjoyed that.
After our wine then, we thought we'd come back to the cabin just to refresh and get ourselves ready and prepared for the evening's festivities.
Yes, so the theme of tonight was rock music.
And that theme was running through pretty much all of the bars and venues on board Preziosa.
First things first, we went down for dinner. We arrived at dinner about 7:10.
So that's the Golden Lobster on the lower deck. To start then, I had the Williams salad that came with a carrot and orange dressing. So it was a very, very bright looking salad, but it was really, really quite tasty.
Yeah, and as usual for me, as I do most evenings, I had soup and it was carrot and ginger and it was delicious.
For mains then, I decided to go for the lemon chicken, which came with a side of pila rice. And it was tasty, it was quite nice. Boneless chicken legs, plenty of flavour. It was okay. I wouldn't necessarily say it was my most favourite meal in the world. However, it was actually quite tasty.
I had the veal with roast potatoes. Actually, it was really tasty. I enjoyed it. The meat was tender and the taste was fantastic, so I really enjoyed the veal. We also had, as has been the theme now, an extra dish put in the centre of the table, and that was bolognese.
So we had a spaghetti, we had pasta of the day with bolognese, which comes from the MSC always available menu. Neither of myself or Tom had tried it yet, so we thought we'd give it a go. It was just penne pasta in the bolognese sauce with a bit of Parmesan cheese. However, it was spectacular.
Yeah, nice.
Honestly, really, really, really sort of tasty bolognese sauce.
Yeah, and we are big pasta eaters and that was very tasty.
However, that was not the end of our dishes, as our Indonesian waiters had prepared us a special Indonesian speciality.
So it was quite spicy, wasn't it?
Oh, it was so spicy. The red chilies in there, you could see them on the noodles.
Yeah.
And yeah, really, really hot.
Spicy noodles we had with chicken and shrimp. It was a lovely dish. It tasted nice, but a little bit spicy for me and you, wasn't it? So after a few mouthfuls, our mouth were quite warm, shall we say. So we tried it and we gave it a go, and yeah, nice, just a little bit too much heat for us.
During our main meal then, we had another surprise from our Indonesian waiters.
Yeah, so the lady from Indonesia made us a special arrangement of flowers with a little heart thing coming across, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it was absolutely incredible. We have noticed that with the anytime dining and the sort of Aurea experience, that the waiters do actually
have more time for you, don't they? So they can get to know you They can get you to try things, and then they can actually show some of their skills off as well.
So napkin folding and napkin art, it wasn't just reserved for us.
No, other tables have had it as well.
But yeah, it was just absolutely spectacular and so talented.
So
I
talented.
I honestly don't know how they do it.
And we get to have a chat with them and get to know them a little bit and things, isn't it? So that's quite nice.
Yeah, very, very nice. For dessert then,
Yeah, I had the white chocolate mousse. That was recommended to me by our waitress, and it was beautiful.
and I went for the black cherry gatto, and again, absolutely spectacular. We were given ice cream with our desserts.
Vanilla ice cream. It seems to have just come with every dessert.
Every dessert. But it was really, really tasty. And wine of choice was the Barlow. It's a red wine,
Yeah.
but it is absolutely beautiful. Really, really nice meal, really nice evening. And we were out and ready for the show.
Yes, so as we said earlier, there's a rock theme going on tonight. So the show tonight was called Rocket. Rock it, not as in rocket shooting up. And once again, it was better than previous shows. Not all the songs were rock. There were some random songs
Beyonce
thrown in there. It was good.
It was
It
very
was less
good.
random, less strange costumes. Although sometimes the dancing didn't go with the music, but it was a good show.
I think this show I enjoyed more because there wasn't a story. So it wasn't a case of you just sitting there getting lost
No.
in terms of what on earth is going on. It was just a sort of a medley of mostly rock songs.
Yeah.
And they performed it really, really well. And yeah, I've got to say, it's got to be one of my favourite performances so far on board.
As routine now has become, we headed to the Safari Lounge after the show. Again tonight, rock theme. As usual, when we arrived, there was a dance lesson. We didn't take part, but we very much enjoyed watching it.
It's a very, very popular activity.
What we did say is that we would give it a go at some point, so look out, one of us will be up there at some point. And we did try a couple of new cocktails tonight as well.
Yes, we did. So we tried an Ultimate Pink Lady,
Lady.
which is beautiful. It's Beefeater gin with pomegranate juice.
Yeah.
Honestly, really, really nice. And a Purple Rain.
Purple Rain, which is not purple at the start, it's actually 3 different colours, red, white and blue. It looks interesting, doesn't it?
And it tastes absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, it's incredibly lethal because there are 3 different types of alcohol in it.
Yeah.
But really, really nice.
Nice. After the dancing lesson had finished, we then had a performance of rock music once again from the entertainments team. How it worked tonight was that each member of the entertainments team picked an artist and then did a performance, and a member of the audience had to then be the first to stand up to give the title of the song, and if they got the title of the song, they won a VR experience in the Formula 1 racing car. We didn't win any of them, but it was great to see, and there was everything involved. There was a Beyonce, there was a Freddie Mercury, there was an Elton John, Michael Jackson, Tina Turner,
Kiss.
and Kiss. Yeah, quite a few acts to go, and to be fair, the entertainments team have done really well. They put a lot of effort into these evening shows, so well done to them, and thank you very much for a good show.
After the Safari Lounge and the activities entertainment in there, we were feeling a little bit peckish, so
After 2 or 3 cocktails each.
we went up to the Maya buffet. I nearly said Inca again, but it's definitely Maya, and just had a few slices of pizza because I like pizza.
Yeah, MSC Pizza's great.
So we had a couple of slices of that, and then we decided to put our dancing shoes on.
Yes, we did, and we headed up to the nightclub through a very, very windy top deck. It's the strongest wind we've ever felt. We were nearly blown over the edge, and that's not exaggerating.
It was
we
really
should not
strong.
really have been allowed to go on that top deck.
No.
It was horrific, but we did, completely innocently.
Well, yeah, because we just walked out of the buffet on 14 to
Up
go
the stairs and into the Galaxy Disco,
yeah.
and the wind just hit us when we hit that top deck, didn't we? So,
really, really dangerous. I was nearly blown over.
Yeah.
It was that strong.
anyway, we were ready to dance, so we headed up the stairs to the Galaxy Disco. They were playing quite a lot of Latino type music, Spanish
really good.
music. We had a good dance, didn't we, for about half an hour, and then all of a sudden it turned to very hardcore music, wasn't it? It was doom, 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 doom.
Not our cup of tea.
No, oh no, we've passed that now, haven't we?
We have. So we had a little boogie, and as soon as the music changed, we decided to leave, pretty much.
So...
One thing we have noticed over the last couple of nights, because this is Preziosa's last or final sort of cruise
on this itinerary,
as it's going into dry dock and then down to South America and Brazil, the ship is getting quieter and quieter and quieter.
Yeah.
So in terms of getting a drink, last night it was relatively straightforward in all the venues we attended.
Yeah, so it's getting easier, which is good news.
It's good news for us.
Good news. The wait times are getting less, but you still have to go to the bar really to get a drink in any reasonable amount of time. If you wait for a waiter, you could be waiting hours.
You could be waiting a while.
From the Galaxy Disco, we thought, right, now's our time to have our usual evening €10 in the casino.
So we were feeling lucky.
And well, we were quite lucky. We ended up, what, €20 up?
So in total now, I think we are €60 up. So we've gained 60.
Yeah. But there is some big gamblers in that casino. There's people there
just have wads of 50s, because the machines accept cash as well as your
cruise card.
So you can take the cash and just put it
there's some serious gamblers in there, isn't there? And we were talking to one lady, and she's been in there that much, she's earned herself a free cruise.
I think for every cent you spend, or you get a point,
yeah,
you need 9,999 points, and MSC will give you a free cruise.
Yeah. Put that into perspective, our points are about 50 points, and she's on a free cruise.
She wasn't very happy because drinks and flights weren't included.
Yeah, she can have a free 10-day cruise, but from Southampton, they don't do 10-day cruises, so she wants her money's worth. She wants a 10-day cruise. And that was the end of our night. We headed back up to the room, because to be honest, we were shattered, weren't we?
We were.
And tomorrow we've got another big day, because we're heading to
Zeebrugge and then to
Bruges.
So we're both looking forward to that. I've been to Belgium once before.
I've never been to Belgium.
And Tom's never been to Belgium, so we're quite looking forward to it.
Yeah. So we shall see you tomorrow.
Thanks for watching our Day 5 MSC Preziosa vlog series. If you've got any comments, just pop them in the box below and we'll get back to you.
And please don't forget to like and subscribe.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. We've got lots more content available on our YouTube channel, so press that subscribe button. If you're interested in receiving daily updates, we're available on most social media platforms. Just search for Tom and Dom Travel.